Hey guys, Rick and Duke. Welcome to another episode of Hogg Words of Wisdom. Coming to you live from the corner of 5th and Main, where hopefully we're getting as true a content as we can out there, because we all know that AI is out there just hampering our ability to have free speech. Anyway, jump right into this episode. We're going to dub this one Bugout. So I want you to think about this for a minute. If you had 1 hour to grab all your worldly possessions, leave your house, go anywhere, I don't know, say about 300 miles, and sustain that for 3 to 5 days, could you do it? What would you take? Think about that for a minute while I do a little bit of housekeeping. Hey guys, do us a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button. Leave us a rating review. That's what's going to help get this reach out there so more people hear Warhog Words of Wisdom and the On the Range podcast. Don't forget, guys, if you want to join a fantastic crew, look at patreon.com/On the Range podcast, where our patrons are looking to get 1% better every single day. Early access to the shows, interactive Zoom calls with me and Mark twice a month, and we're updating content pretty much all the time. So make sure you guys check out patreon.com/On the Range podcast. Don't forget and check out OTR Training on Demand. That's on Vimeo, and swing by warhog.com, kelleydefense.com. Make sure you guys sign up for those newsletters. We're not going to bombard you with a bunch of stuff. So just let you know, hey, what's the latest things we got going on, classes, industry partners, give you guys the first dibs on anything, either Warhog Tactical or Kelley Defense. So let's go ahead and jump right into this episode. Let's talk about Bugout. So let's think about this. Why am I bringing this up? So here recently, big hurricane hit Florida. Over 100 deaths down there, homes destroyed. But here's the thing. It was one of those where it hit, these hurricanes are unpredictable, where they're going to go, movements they're going to take. And this is why I kind of said, hey, think about this. If you had 1 hour to bug out, to leave your house, can you do it? So let's just backwards plan here for a second. Think about your vehicle. What kind of vehicle type do you have? What working order is it in? Where's your fuel tank at? Are you one of those that's always running in E and, hey, I'll fill it up tomorrow? Or are you keeping that thing fairly topped off? And then, oh, by the way, do you know your mileage marks? So if I do have 3/4 of a tank, how far is that going to get me? What's a full tank going to get me? Half a tank? Do you even have any spare fuel in the garage or whatever, just to throw a couple gallons in there, depending what you need to get you kind of out of Dodge? Tires in good working order, all the maintenance upkeep for your vehicle. And then it's going to kind of play into, if you think about your vehicle, what do you have? So obviously, if you got something like a smart car, you're not getting a whole bunch of stuff in there. Where if you've got some other type of vehicle, you've got some more flexibility with that. Why is that important? Well, are we traveling? If you're looking at an organic family, are we traveling as a family in the vehicle? How many people do we have? Are we bringing our pets? I would hope so. Do we need to take them? Are they riding in kennels? Are they just free rein back there? Just different things to think about as far as your vehicle. And then, oh, by the way, the things we're going to need to sustain us, for that 3 to 5 days. And then, oh yeah, what worldly possessions are we going to take with us if something does happen? So let's think about this just from the personnel standpoint. Do you have, a bag already kind of pre-packed that you can just sit there, grab and go? Do you have a toiletry kit that's kind of packed, ready to go? I do, just because I'm always traveling. So that stuff's just kind of the norm, right? But just think about that. One less thing you got to worry about in that short time window that you might have to leave. Do you have stuff for your kids? How old are your kids? Are they in diapers? Do they need formula? Do you have milk refrigerated? All these things to think about. Again, you're looking to get out of the area because something is going to happen. Natural disaster, is really the prime one that I'm looking at. So looking at yourself, do we have all that stuff set, ready to go? Or are you, again, hey, hurricane or the storm's getting ready to hit and we got to try to pack up all this stuff? What are you going to forget? I just say that just so it's just easier whenever you get to destination X, maybe going to a friend's house, family member, whatever. You're not sitting there going, man, I forgot X. I need this, And again, I'm just trying to look at it from the convenient standpoint. What if I don't have anywhere to go to and I've got to hold up in a hotel somewhere? So just food for thought on that one. So let's kind of talk about, if you want to say your worldly possessions. What are your worldly possessions? Can you even fit them in your vehicle? Do you even have a list of what they are? So before we get into our actual physical possessions, let's think about this. What documents do I need to make sure that I have? Do I need to make sure I've got my insurance documents? Do I need any medical documents? Am I taking, my passports with me? What are those things that I need that, let's think about it. If you're planning ahead, the house may not be there when I get back. It might be, but it might not be. What documents do I need to ensure that I have? Where are they? Are they spread throughout? Are they in one spot ready to go? Can I just quickly grab them and I'm, ready to go? Same thing with, your computer. Probably need to grab that thing. Don't forget your power cord, right? Then we got to look at, do you have any cash on hand? Well, if power goes out, cash will still work. All these debit cards, credit cards may or may not. I'm a big fan of having some cash on hand. Been walking around with a whole bunch of Benjamins because somebody may or may not be able to break that for you. So just have some cash on hand so that, hey, I've been in plenty of cases where it's funny. Gas station, prime example. Hey, the card readers aren't working. People need gas. Well, I got no cash. Well, always have cash in you. That would be one of the things. I walk out the door. Hey, man, I got cash in my pocket or in my wallet, whatever you want to say. So then we got to kind of travel on. Let's look at what worldly possessions are we going to have? I think one of the other podcasts I talk about, hey, what's your top 10 things that, hey, if the house were to be gone tomorrow, that are absolutely dire? And again, yours might be different than mine, but I'm just going to throw out some things to think about. Think about if you have actual physical pictures. Where are they at? Where are they stored? Do you actually have a list of which ones you want to grab? Is it a book binder, old school like we used to have back in the day? Or is it ones up on the mantle, or is it whatever? Hey, is it that favorite wedding picture, family picture? I don't know. These are things that you're going to have to decide. But I would say as you're figuring out what you want, put pen to paper and have that list somewhere so that you can actually scribe that stuff down. And that way, when that time comes that, hey, it's time to wiggle, I'm not thinking about this stuff or forgetting stuff. Make sure you got your copy of the Firearms Training Notebook, right? Got to grab that one with you. Worldly possession, got all your information in there. So you look at your pictures and then you got to go, all right, what do I have? Do I have external hard drives that I got pictures on? Probably want to take that as well. What are those family heirlooms you can't live without? Maybe prints, paintings, artwork. How much space is that going to take up in your vehicle? Does it even fit? Have you even put all this stuff together and see, does it even fit in the car? You might sit there and go, hey, man, I've got this great picture. Well, it just isn't fitting with everything else we got to stick in there. You got to think, all right, hey, if you've got multiple firearms, how much can I get? What am I taking? What am I not taking? What am I leaving? So again, just look at what worldly possessions you'd want to have with you that, again, going back, the house isn't there. They're all gone. Hey, that, 22 rifle passed down from grandfather to father to you, or, however that works, kind of think about what are those items you're going to take with you. And then you got to think, hey, do we have some food and water to roll out with? Again, you got to think about how many other people are going to be trying to either maybe get food, don't have food, need to buy food. And again, I'm not saying you're bugging out to the woods. I'm just saying, hey, you're going on a road trip to get out of some natural disaster, whatever that may be. To me, I just want to have stuff on hand. So I think it's important. And again, I'm a big pen to paper guy. versus relying on your phone, electronics, where, hey, that stuff requires batteries, could go dead, who knows what. But at least you can sit there and go, boom, here's our list. We know we've already packed it in the car. Probably not a bad idea to draw a quick schematic if you're that jammed for space. Maybe you got to play some Tetris in there and go, hey, me and mama are up front, kids are in the back. Hey, here's where we're sticking bags under their feet. Dog kennels in the back. Here's the, extra dog food. Cause oh yeah, we can't forget, if you got your pets going with you, make sure you're grabbing their chow, right? Need some water for them. Don't forget, probably want to grab their meds, heartworm, flea and tick, because again, when all this stuff happens, you're going to be able to get some more, or maybe it's that time where they need, or whatever the case may be. Dog toys, kids toys. I mean, the list can go on and on, guys, right? But you have to figure out for you and your family what you all need. And then, oh, by the way, it all fits or doesn't fit, or hey, this thing isn't going to make it because it's just too big, too bulky, whatever. And just play it from there. So my words to you again, it's not paranoia. I'm just saying, are you prepared? Because again, we had this hurricane hit Florida and a lot of people came back to nothing. To me, we shouldn't be caught short when these disasters happen. So you think about when the old China virus hit and people are all, oh my God, I got no toilet paper. Why don't you have extra toilet paper? Are you running a roll at a time? I mean, I don't know. You don't have any Lysol, wipes there, or Clorox wipes, or Lysol, or whatever. It's like all these things you kind of probably should have, but you don't. Why repeat the same mistake and have that happen again? So just food for thought, guys. Be prepared. Don't let an incident happen where you're not ready for it when you could have had the time. And especially after listening to this, just planting the seeds. That's all we're trying to do. Plant the seeds to get you guys to think, so that, hey man, what am I grabbing? Are we ready to go? Is the car set? And can I get my family to where it is I need to go? And that's really the words of wisdom for this episode as far as the bug out goes. Last bit of the housekeeping, guys. Again, please do us that huge favor. Hit that subscribe button. Don't forget the firearms training notebook. If you guys have purchased one, please do us a huge favor. Go back and leave us a rating review on Amazon. That's the way that everything is AI driven. I'm telling you, everything, how much information is getting out there, how much reach we're getting is all based off of you guys. And we can't do it without your support. A bunch of you guys have bought the books. But if you look at kind of ratings versus books purchased, man, that doesn't even begin to touch it. So just do us that favor. If you're listening to the podcast, you enjoy what you're hearing, please, again, just take 5 seconds of your time. I got it. Your most valuable commodity is your time. And I'm not asking you to waste it. I'm just asking you to please help, is really what I'm looking to do. Leave us that rating, leave us the review. I don't care if you just put some thumbs up emojis in there. The AI is going to go, oh, somebody's leaving something, and hopefully get the reach out there. Don't forget, guys, swing by warhog.com, kelleydefense.com, sign up for those newsletters. The 2023 calendar is going to be produced here shortly. We're going to start getting classes out there, doing some final coordinations with ranges for dates and times and all that other stuff. But yeah, we'll get the Traveling Road Show set back up again for next year. Appreciate all the support thus far. Biggest thing, guys, just make sure we have a plan. You think I was going to let you off the hook without doing an accountability check? Here it is. You're still listening to this thing. Did you get your dry fire, live fire in today using the firearm training notebook? Again, to make yourself 1% better. Did you get your workout in? If you're listening to my voice, you still got time for both. Act of kindness, and depending where you're at, you may or may not be able to get that one. And don't forget, you should wake up every day, write those 3 things that you're grateful for down on a piece of paper. And don't let it be the same benign things. 3 things, truly think about it, that you are grateful for. All right, guys, appreciate all your support. God bless you. God bless your families. God bless our troops. God bless the United States of America. Rick and Duco out.